Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bring you some more naval action. Sorry about my absence yesterday. I was very unwell, and it did not sound particularly good. Certainly not something that I think you guys would have wanted to hear. So, I've taken a bit of a different tack now, and decided I'll spend a bit of time in the basic links. Just because Cerberus, I lost it, and I'm not in any great rush to kind of get back into any of the larger ships. This guy isn't just going to kill me. That would not be good. Not that it really matters. One of the things about the basic links is suicide fighting. Not that you get very much for it, but it also doesn't risk your ships. So anyway, we're going to spend a bit of time with the basic links, see if we can get into some interesting situations. I've just had really bad luck with the wind as well, so I haven't really been able to get to where I want to go. And I feel to basically mix things up a little bit in open world, we might start kind of aiming to do certain things each episode. I, for one, have no idea what happens when I surrender. Never done it. I presume you lose a durability, at least from what I've heard and seen other people saying. So, I am going to look at surrendering today and seeing the impact that it has, if any, on the basic links. Naturally, I'm not going to surrender any of our larger ships. I'm also going to look at popping back to English Harbour because I quite like to spend some time in the Navy Brig. Navy Brig is a good, solid ship, and at the moment it seems a lot of fights taking place in kind of mid-sized ships, stuff like the Navy Brig, the Mercury, and that, or very large ships, like the Victories, Santissimas, and Constitutions, that sort of thing. And I don't have any of those big ships anymore. Lost our last Trincomalee, and with the nerf to Grapeshot, we've not been able to recover it. Unless I'm completely off from where we are, we should be able to see, I think it's St. Kitts is the island? I could be completely wrong about that. I'm terrible with the island names. I've got a better understanding of the ports and all that jazz, but the island names I'm still skew-if on. Especially during this time period, like I have no idea what they're being called, if they're being called anything. Hello, what do we have here? Well, with the way the new battle system works, jumping into a fight like this is a possibility, or we can take on the Trader's Brig there, with no guns, no defences. That would be fairly sweet. Free ship, free money. However, we're going to go with the more interesting one and jump into this battle. And what we can do is also use this as an opportunity to look at the surrender option. So we'll join the Denmark Norge side, and we will surrender once we get taken out, if we get taken out. Who knows, maybe we can swing the tide of battle. Ha ha ha. Oh, interesting. The Constitution was actually able to close and board with a ship. Is it that one there? That's a... They were both Renomi, it seems. Interesting. I'll actually ask, sorry, one of the things I have been a little bit... one thing I have been remiss of recently has actually been checking if people want a hand or not. I guess part of that's been as well with all the new players, no one's really been following that kind of, I guess, old hat etiquette of asking if someone wants a hand. And I think it's kind of important to do that, because there's a whole variety of reasons that people may not want a hand in a fight. including the fact that it is very, very hard. You know what? We're going to nick his ship. This makes us absolutely terrible people, but we are going to try and nick his ship. We're English. Anything to mess with the, anything to mess with any of the other nations, really. And it doesn't look like we're actually able to steal their ship. Oh no, we can. We can. Fantastic. No, stop again, No. Darn. That's a little disappointing, but at the same time, really good that it doesn't let you steal somebody's ship. That would be incredibly rude. Well, I'm going to take Souvenir's silence as in they don't mind us helping out. So we're going to try and get some shots in and hopefully get a bit of experience here. It doesn't hurt, right? Experience and money. Naturally, in the Lynx, you don't rack up that much in terms of points or damage. And the transition to another ship's not too bad either. You know, you capture one or two trader brigs, and you're on your way with decent ships. Oh, he's boarding both of them. Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. We'll jump out. We're not needed here. Maybe we might even be able to capture the trader brig as it gets away. Sadly, though, that's part of the issue with losing out on grape shot. Means that, the changes that they've made to grape shot have made it harder for smaller ships to kind of fight back. A bigger ship with larger caliber guns, their grape shot's much better than a smaller ship with smaller caliber guns. While this does make sense in a more traditional sense, the fact that grape is now so terrible that it does virtually nothing means that it just comes down to whoever has the larger crew. And also the way that crew fighting works, it doesn't even go close to 1-to-1. If you're 100 people up on someone, that match is just you're just losing that match straight up. So that should be Charlestown there, so we want to head back in the other direction. Actually, yeah, we're wanting to head east, and the wind does not want us to head east for the moment. So we'll just head up to Charlestown. We've got a port there. Check and see if we have any ships that we may want to switch to. And in the meantime, we'll keep an eye out for a reasonable match that we can actually get involved in. And we can check out the surrender options. Ooh, contraband goods. Well, if those guys don't take that ship, we can look at taking one of them. Had a very bizarre occurrence today. in which we attacked, and a Lynx, we sunk a Brig. This apparently only netted us 40 experience and 120 gold. I still don't get how the gold system works. I thought I had a handle on it, but obviously not. In any case, we sunk a standard Brig in a Lynx, and it still had armor in like every section of it. It was very bizarre. Like it just dropped really quickly. No idea what I did to it, but was looking at capturing it, and no hope there. So at the moment we're looking at getting, ideally a Navy Brig, maybe a Mercury if we find one to buy. We may also actually take the opportunity to upgrade our cannons on the Lynx. What can you get? Medium 6. Yeah, medium 6. That'll do. Buy it, throw it on the Lynx. And off we go. Just do that little bit extra damage. Ideally, with the Lynx, we could probably just look at getting cannonades, to be honest. Is that? So a great British ship joined a battle between Denmark, Norge, and pirates. Interesting. I did not realize the AI were joining random battles. I thought they were only joining nation battles. Looks like a little 2 versus 1 going on over there. We could hunt down that Brig, but I'm not overly fussed. It's not going to be worth very much, maybe only a couple of hundred. I don't really want to join in that match either, as it's fairly solidly for Great Britain. I think even if things go badly, they should be able to pull that one through themselves. So in the meantime, we'll just keep sailing, looking for a bit of trouble. What I'll do is I'll cut it here, and I'll come back to you guys once we've got something interesting going on. See you shortly. Hello everyone. So here we are versing 2 Dutch Lynxes. Fairly sure they're AI, but it could be an interesting little matchup, as we haven't versed small maneuverable ships in a little while. Thought it might be a good idea to show them off. Also, it'll give us an opportunity, if we are going to sink, to pop that surrender. Yes. So as usual with most of our engagements against lighter vehicles, this was not of our making. Rather, we were coerced into joining this fight. The AI is rather persistent, and as we're outside a Dutch port, I would not be surprised if we see a few more enemies pop up during this fight. far wider than I would have liked. We are getting absolutely destroyed here. For the moment, we'll shift our focus onto Foxy. Just see if we can sink them. Though admittedly, we got ourselves stuck there, which was rather impressive. Even if I do say so myself. Okay, the ship does not want to behave. Phew, got very lucky there. I have to actually watch our crew numbers as well, because we have lost quite a few crew. It is amazing that we are still floating. Alright, well, things seem to be going a little bit more smoothly now. Just have to keep an eye on our levels, water levels. And put some repairs on if we start taking on water too quickly. Okay, that's going to be a repairs. I was hoping to swing ourselves around to get a bit more of a head-on approach to them. But we were not able to do that in time. Last shot, I feel that probably should have hit us. It's alright though, he more than made up for that. It doesn't help, of course, when we get stuck like this. It's been so long since I actually sailed one of these things in battle. Definitely need to look at upgrading ourselves as soon as possible. Yeesh, not looking forward to this. As much as I don't really want to ram him, I also can't afford to bypass him. Don't lose out too much until that round of shots. Yes, dividing our fire up between the two targets was not ideal. We probably should have slowed ourselves down, worked our way back against the wind a little bit, headed upwind, and tried to get off some sneaky long-range shots against them. Though I have a feeling the allies, at least in the case of the Lynxes, seems to be doing far better than I would. Just looking at how low Foxy was getting in the water there. Of our armour. But we took out one of them. Last one there was an unfortunate ricochet. Well, let's have a look at what happens when we surrender. Oh, it takes time to surrender? Ooh. First thing to note, surrendering takes about as long as boarding a ship, which means if you surrender too late, you miss out entirely. I'm sorry, okay, this is a little ridiculous. I sunk a not a navy brig, a normal brig in a brig, and I got like 150 gold and 50 experience, and now I just sunk 2 Lynxes in a Lynx and got that. Well, sorry, a Lynx. I sunk a Lynx and did some damage to another one. I didn't even sink 2 Lynxes. I don't understand at all. I really don't. That's so bizarre. Good thing that we got to see that, because I don't understand. And of course, we go to the nearest port with our Lynx, fully set up and ready to go. Only thing I can think of is that you receive a bonus for more even fights, because it doesn't seem to reward you for winning a fight against a ship that's better than you. which I find strange, to begin with. If you beat a ship that's a bigger class than yours, you should be rewarded for that. It's often fairly challenging. Nice little Trincomalee there. Yeah, we wouldn't last very long against that, that's for sure. Well, I guess we'll head east for a bit. Actually, we can go off the beaten track just a little bit. Normally we run up through these islands and pass Phillipsburg and that. If we come out here, this might give us the opportunity to see something a little bit different for once. What is that? I can't click on it. It's not working. I swear there is something there. Might not be visible on the YouTube. Hey, there we go. Oh yeah, we already checked them out. Cool. The scary Lynx fleet. Those two Navy brigs. Still, that golden XP is just throwing me a little bit. Well, alright, we'll take a break and come back when we've got something interesting to show you guys. See you shortly. Alrighty, and we're back. So, we've just jumped into a match to relieve some beleaguered British forces. Turns out, it's a player fighting some British AI. So we'll see if we can do a bit of damage and then run away. That would have been a good shot if I'd actually intended to hit their mast. So we're just going to park ourselves here for the moment. We've got, what is that, a brig between us? I hope it's a brig, or a trader brig, rather. Just missed. Huzzah! I think one of the most important things that we can do in this match is steal that brig. So we're going to work our way downwind and try and take it off Captain Potato. And then leg it. Mind you, it looks like Captain Potato has gone into full pelt mode. Guess he's worried about more players coming in? Well, that's fine by me. Further away Captain Potato is, the harder it is for Captain Potato to defend this ship. So we're going to be sneaky and just come in and steal it. Admittedly, this is something that's going to need a bit of balance, I think, particularly as the game goes on. Coming in and capturing somebody else's prize, it's just doesn't feel quite right. Like, it feels like they should have left some crew there, and the crew would be essentially taking the ship out of battle as quickly as possible. Not that I can see people boarding while a battle was occurring anyway. That's all semantics. Alright, we want to keep the ship between ourselves and the Mercury. Just slide in nicely here. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. We're going to hop in the Brig, and we're going to leave. Hopefully that means we should be able to take this Brig out of the battle. Yep, it was a trader Brig. Okay, apparently we cannot leave. That's not good. Okay, so we're going to wait a minute 36. And just hope that we don't get shot to ribbons before that. Oh, have we taken damage? Did we get shot? I guess the collision's probably, yeah. Probably registered as damage. If we're particularly subtle, hopefully Captain Potato won't notice us. Wishful thinking, of course. Let's see if I can actually get away with it, though. Yeah, we all need the money. Oh, boy. Rather appalling. Indeed. Damn Brits. I don't want to have to fire at him until he definitely keeps us in the battle. I was just speaking recently about how much easier it was to escape from matches, so let's see if I have to eat my own words on that one or not. Not bad, not bad. Alright, with him at that angle, we'll see if we can catch some wind, put some more distance between the two of us. I don't think the Mercury has chasers. It does not look like it. Mind you, I don't know if that port there is being covered by the anchor. That might be a forward gun. Hang on. I thought the Mercury had 11 guns. Ooh, a little bit high. Oh, what the... Come on. Well, this is just going to be awkward. I'm sure the Queen will forgive me for taking such dastardly action against the Dutch. Quite surprised at the range they're getting on the Mercury, though. That's rather impressive. However, do not like the fact that they're finally in a position where they're comfortable to turn and chase us. I actually don't know if the wind changes in these battles anymore. I honestly haven't seen it occur. In sea trials, during a battle, the wind could change, but I just haven't seen it since. I imagine the Mercury is a rather quick vessel as well, so I can see them catching us in a prolonged race. However, if I can have them not shoot at me for another 30 seconds, that would be great. We'll get out of it. And I feel that they'll probably turn into the wind if they're going to shoot at us, rather than get pushed back downwind. Right, looks like we're going to get out of here and... Hang on, he's showing us an elephant. This is very, very important. And we're gone. Poof, like ninjas. And we did. We captured that Navy brig. That's so dodgy. I mean, trader brig. That's so dodgy. Alright. So, we're thieves. We're filthy little thieves. We're going to send this to... Did we get rid of our Charlestown outpost? Huh. Alright, well, we're going to send this to English Harbour then. Did I really get rid of my... I mean, I guess Charlestown is, like, right next door, basically, to English Harbour. Well, I think we might wrap it up there for today. We've done a little bit of fighting, a little bit of stealing. And tomorrow, we'll look at getting a brand new ship. Well, as usual, it has been Death Stimulator. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know, and please consider liking, commenting, favouriting, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.